Hello, I'm Sue Atkins and I'm the author of Raising Happy Children for Dummies, one in the Black and Yellow series, as well as the author of the Parenting Made Easy Toolkits. And I'm also the founder of Positive Parents equals Confident Kids. Welcome to my Parenting Made Easy video tips. Let's look at bedwetting. I work with a lot of parents who are very anxious and stressed due to their children wetting the bed, because it is still a very common problem for many 6 to 8 year olds and children even older than that. It can cause a great deal of stress, frustration and anger all round, and can really stress out the whole family. But I think it helps to know a few facts around bedwetting that may help you relax. For most children, bedwetting is simply that their muscles are not just fully developed yet, or it may be caused by your child having a small bladder capacity, which means that they can't hold as much urine as other children who don't wet the bed. Or it may be that your child is not able to tell when their bladder is full, or by your child just really being a very deep sleeper, as well as other causes during times of stress like a divorce or doing some exams, perhaps bullying or a family member dying, or even the arrival of a new baby. But very rarely is bedwetting caused by a disease or a serious physical problem. And it may or may not help you to know that it's more common in boys and in families in which one or both parents wet the bed as a child themselves. But also it's helpful to know that all children grow out of it eventually. So here are some steps that you can take to try and increase the number of dry nights that your child has. For me, it's all about how you handle it. If you're stressed, anxious, disapproving and punishing, you can really make the bedwetting worse and make it go on for much longer as your child picks up on your displeasure and gets even more anxious around going to bed. Kids are really sensitive to their problem, especially older children, so a supportive, kind and compassionate reaction from you will really build the bridge of love between you and not seriously damage their self-esteem and your long-term relationship. But I know firsthand just how frustrating, exhausting and stressful changing the bed at 4 in the morning can be. So let's look at putting the situation into perspective. Grab a piece of paper and pop your child's name on it, and now put it on the floor. And as you step onto it, look at the situation from the eyes of your child. What do they see from the look on your face when they've wet the bed? What does your body language tell them? What do they hear in your tone of voice? And how do they feel, especially as an older child, waking up in a cold, wet bed? How can you change some of those things that you do now to improve the situation, to take away some of the embarrassment or their feelings of low self-esteem and humiliation that they may feel? Could you start to reassure your child that it is not their fault and understand that they're not doing it on purpose? Could you stop punishing them or blaming them for wetting the bed? And could you make sure that other family members don't tease them about it? So now, let's get practical. Actually, drinking lots of water throughout the day helps your children's bladder. Their muscles improve and strengthen. So get them sipping water, but not fizzy drinks because they act as diuretics. But also avoid letting your child drink large amounts of fluid or water 2 hours or 3 hours before bedtime. And get your child used to going to the toilet just before going to bed. Another practical thing is to buy some plastic covers. You can buy plastic sheets and plastic mattresses and actually plastic pillowcases too, which will protect the bed and help make changing it much quicker and easier and less stressful. Help your children to change the bed with you and let them feel part of the situation and not just a helpless bystander. You can think about waking your child to go to the loo 2 or 3 hours after they go to bed, but often kids wet very early on in the night, so it's a bit hit and miss, but try and see how you get on with that one. If your child is still wetting the bed after he's 7 or 8 years old, try getting a bedwetting alarm from your health visitor or your doctor that senses when your child has begun to wet the bed. It sets off an alarm to wake them up, and this helps to teach your child to respond to a full bladder And this method really works in over about 70% of children after 2 or 3 months. And be prepared to be woken up yourself as it goes off. Be aware of any changes, so take your child to the doctor if your child is also wetting themselves during the day, or complains of a burning sensation while going to the loo, or that they're losing weight, or perhaps they have blood in their urine. But for me, the most important element in all of this is to be patient, and for you to be patient. This really is a persistent, frustrating problem, I know, but try to relax and start chatting with your child to reassure them. And let everyone remember that it will stop one day as they get older. I hope you found this Parenting Made Easy video helpful. And if you'd like to find out more inspiration or information or just ideas about bringing up children from toddler to teen, log on to my website, which is www.positive-parents.com. And perhaps you'd like to sign up for my free monthly newsletter and have a look at my blogs. I hope you found this video to be helpful, so if you have, pass it on to your friends too. Learn, laugh and enjoy the adventure positively with your kids. Until next time, take care.